Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Joe here. And when the Galaxy Note 7 first came out, I got it. I pre-ordered and I had it last on the 19th, last Friday. And at the time I did it, I just did a quick unboxing. And I'm not a tech reviewer usually. You know, I do review tech once in a while. And I wasn't really planning on doing a follow-up video because there's so many tech-oriented channels out there that I figured I'd let them do it. But I wanted to show you from the average guy. I decided to do a follow-up after a week of use of it with it, to show it to you and give you some of my quick thoughts. I got some notes here that I took down, and then I'll also show you a knife, or what the heck, while in case you are a knife fan, you want to check it out. If you want to see the review for this knife, just check in the description. This is the CH3504, fantastic knife. But I'm just going to put that to the side. I just wanted you to see it. Excuse the noise. It was a beautiful day in New Jersey, August of 2016. So I figured, what the hell? Let's do this outside. So, as I said, I got this. This is a Verizon phone. I got it August 16th. I've used it exclusively for a week. Now I'm going to classify myself as not a power user. Now, what is a power user? Somebody who's playing videos on it constantly all day long, totally on it, you know, Pokemon Go, all that crap. I'm not like that. The phone stays in my pocket all day. It's on all day. I do a lot of checking on YouTube, but maybe not necessarily watching videos. Checking, Instagram, put it back in my pocket. A phone call here, a phone call there. So I guess if a power user is on a scale of 10, I use it on a scale to maybe 5 or 6. You know, so this way, when I'm talking about battery life, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So let me go just show you the phone a little bit. I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. I have a wipe here. Let's fade back a little bit. Oh, that is fade back. Okay. Beautiful glass design, rounded off. You've seen it in the other video. Very nice. I'm going to just go over some of my likes and dislikes. What do you call it? So I'm not going to do it in any particular order. I'm going to try to keep the glare at a minimum because I am doing this outside. So let's put this right here. So one of my likes right off the bat is the glass feel of the phone. It has a very, very nice feel to it. It's just nice to hold. It's great in the hand. Here it is. There it is in the hand. I have like large to average to large hands, not super large. Very nice. But that same nice rounded off glass feel is also a negative, because I've noticed, now I haven't bought a cover for this phone, but I have and I believe it or not, even though it is totally made of glass, I'm planning on not buying a cover. I want to enjoy the really nice, luxurious feel of this phone. I mean, I might be kicking myself later on in case I drop it or anything, but most of the times my phones, after I've retired them, they look as good as the day that I bought them, because of buying covers for them and not really enjoying, the nice feel of the phone the way it was, the way it was meant. And this one has such a nice feel. I kind of don't want to. It's not as ridiculous as it might sound. I don't want to ruin the feel. I can't explain it. The luxurious feel of it. I don't want to ruin it by putting a cover on it. But with that said, as I said, I do tend to get my hands, sweaty lots of times. I work in the city, it's very hot on the bus and stuff like that, and your hands, with slippery hands, you have a tendency to easily drop this phone. Now, I have not dropped it yet, so I can't speak from experience, but with a glass, rounded off glass, you can pretty much, put 2 and 2 together. It's very, very, very slippery. Now, like I said, I'm going to go back and forth with the dislikes and the likes, so this way, it's not all straight dislikes, go back and forth. So that was a like, but that was like a half and half. So here's a dislike. To me, the download speed is not as good as I was expecting for a Samsung top of the notch, top of the line phone. My phone before this, if you remember my preview video of this phone, was the LG G3, and I feel, as crazy as this might sound, and I know I might get some slack for this, that phone seemed faster when you downloaded apps. I mean, it just seems like when you're in the Play Store with this phone, and no matter whether it be on Wi-Fi or whether it be on cellular, and you're downloading stuff from the Play Store, it just seems like that that it's not as fast as it could be. I mean, I'm not going to say it's painfully slow, but it's just for something that's the top of the line phone that some people are spending like, I don't know, $900 for this phone. Meanwhile, I mean, I got it through Verizon. I did the 2-year plan, and so basically I paid $300 for it. But I'm stuck with this phone for 2 years now. I just feel like the downloads could have been a little bit faster. I remember when I was downloading stuff when I first got my LG G3 2 years ago, it was like, wow. You barely touch something, no matter how big the thing, it's downloaded. This is not like that. I feel like that you're waiting a little bit. The charging, the fast charge. I'm here to tell you that fast charge is excellent. Now, I've been conditioning the phone. Now, what do you mean by conditioning? Is I'm not the type that's gonna already it's 60%. I'm gonna start charging my phone. I've always been told the right thing to do is to condition a phone by let it get down to zero. Like, yeah, when you first get it, you gotta charge it up, but let it get down to zero and then charge it again. And I've been doing that, and I used the fast charge the other day. I wanted to use the fast charge, and I noticed I was on 40, so I am going against what I just said. But on 40, I plugged it in the fast charge, the brick that it comes with, and it went from 40 to 100 in less than an hour. So that's fantastic. I've heard from other people that it goes from like 0 or whatever, 10 or less, to 100 in 2 hours. So you could basically do that right away. So that's a like. The call quality, I have to say, on this phone is excellent. So that's another like. I have had no problems. People, I mean, yeah, I might be in a bad signal area. Where I live, Verizon, for some reason, I don't know, my house, it's like the signal's not good. But outside of my house, it's fantastic. So I can't peg that on just because inside my house, because with my old phone inside the house, it was bad too. It's just, I don't know what it is about where my house is, but the quality is not that good. But other than that, the call quality is excellent. Now, issue with downloading pics I have on my next bullet point. Now, to keep people's privacy, I'm not gonna click on messages here, but in the messages icon, as you know, in the upper right corner, if somebody sent you instant message you a picture, you could go to the 3 dots up on top, and you could say save to phone. For some reason, I don't know if it's a glitch with this phone. I don't know if it happens with other phone carriers with this phone, but it'll say something like, the card is not available or something like that. Now I have, this phone is it comes with 64 gigabytes of memory, storage. I also added a 64, so I have a total of 128. So you might say, well, Joe, you probably didn't format the card, or you did something wrong. This is even before I put the card in. For some reason, it states that. But the easy get around is that when you're in the messages, if you hold the picture, hold your finger on the picture, and then the extra menu pops up, and you do save attachment. That way you could save it. Now, is this a problem that all Samsungs are having, or is this just an isolated thing with just me? I don't know. All I know is it's happening with me. So I can't do it from the top. I actually have to, if you send a picture, I have to hold my finger down, like say, hold it like that on the picture. The menu comes up, and then I can download it. Next, what was that? Oh, battery life. I'm gonna be honest. The battery life is, as you say, It's not bad, but it's not great. I've had times on a bus ride where I'm just reading stuff. I went from 100 in an hour ride to 88. Now you tell me, is that good or is that bad? But I'm going to blame that. It's still the first week. I don't want to say this is a bad battery because I don't feel that's fair. I mean, after weeks and months, this has only been, I've had it since last Friday, so what is that, a week and 2 days? So I'm going to say to the battery. So leave it at that. The phone lag-wise, like you saw as I was playing around, as I was talking about other things, Lag wise, no lag whatsoever. This is very quick. It moves, no problems at all. Absolutely fast, as you can see as I'm doing it right now. The retina scan, I'm here to tell you that a lot of people think the retina scan is a gimmick, it's a joke. Dude, it is not a gimmick. It works very well. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it works every single time 100%, but I'm here to tell you it does work at least 85-90%, and I'm also here to tell you that it works with glasses on. Now, my advice to you is when you set it up with your glasses off. But once it's set up and you've registered it, you can do it with your glasses on. I have no problem. Boom, boom. I bring it up to my face. The retina scan comes on, and it goes right in. 85% of the time. I do have once in a while. I'll even up it to 90% of the time. I'll say out of every 10 times, there's going to be at least that one time that it doesn't do it, and I just do it through. I do it through the finger or the pattern. Now, thing is, the fingerprint is just as fast, you know. So sometimes you might think, well, do I really need all this security? I don't know. It's just another way of being able to get in a phone, which is pretty cool, you know. And there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of applications that they're going to do with the retina scan going forward, like, you know, making payments, and maybe they do it already. I just haven't played with that part. I don't know. So that's what I like, the retina scan. Now, getting back to what I mentioned about the fingerprint is one thing that you have to do. I don't know why I'm having problems. It's because of the way I'm sitting. You have to push the button to use your fingerprint scanner, which is kind of crazy because other phones, case in point like the iPhone, you just have to put your finger on the button and you're in. But for this, for some reason, Samsung did it that you have to actually push the button down in order to get the fingerprint scanner to work. I find it odd. I kind of dislike it, but I'm not that big. It's not a big deal for me. Now, this next point, I have not experienced it, but I've seen other people mention that this is made with Gorilla Glass 5. Now, you would figure as we're moving up the chain, it should get better and better and better. But yet, I'm hearing that Gorilla Glass 5 is prone to scratches. Now, I have not experienced that. I've only had it a week. But I'm also not crazy enough to stick this phone in my pocket with keys or change or anything like that. This phone has been handled with kid gloves, and you know, I'm not putting anything in my pocket but the phone. And when I handle it, you see I'm handling it very gently. So I can't vouch for that, but I have heard from reliable sources that it is prone to scratches. So that's something to think about if you're going to lay out $800-900 for this phone. The camera, I've used it for both video and pictures, and it works great. I'm not going to go through all that. Like I said, there's other channels that can go through that. And one of my last things is the setup. There's software, I can't remember the name, but Samsung has it, and it can work on your old phone, whether it's a Samsung or not. You download that software to your old phone, and you use the cable that you got with it, and boom, boom, you're in business. The thing is transferring, you know, it's very easy to configure. You could pick and choose what you want to transfer. Even if it's like, say, pictures, you could choose all the pictures, some of the pictures, apps. You could pick and choose what apps you want, and that was cool. And I did that, and like less than an hour, boom, I was in business. I had 90% of the stuff that I had everything that I wanted from my LG G3, but I didn't bring everything over because there's a lot of things I didn't want to bring over, and whatever I wanted to bring over came over, and in less than an hour I was good to go. So I also want to, before I end it, a good friend of mine, well, through YouTube anyway, is he does all tech reviews for, I guess, as his channel. He's over 400,000 strong. I just wish once he would just mention me in one of his videos, help plug my channel. But his name is Flossy Carter. So I'm going to put a link to him. He did. I had all my ideas and stuff about this phone before I saw his video. But after seeing his video, he has some more pluses and minuses and goes through the motions. So if you want, I'll put a link to his video if you want to check out another view on this phone. Keep in mind, he does very. I mean, he might do very good videos, but his videos are very long. So if you don't mind long videos, 35, 40 minutes, an hour, then you're in, because he's going to keep you. I'll promise you this: he'll keep you entertained the whole time. So one last look at it in my hand. So my final say on this phone is it is a fantastic phone. I never mentioned the what do you call it, the pen. I don't use it that much yet. So but as you can see, as you pull it out, you know, the apps that will go with it open up. As everybody has pointed out, you can't stick the pen in upside down, which I don't know why anybody would want to do that. And it is waterproof. I also haven't tested the waterproof and sticking underwater because, like I said, I've been treating the phone with kid gloves. So, but I wanted to show you another perspective of a channel that doesn't do all tech. Just to, you know, I guess the average Joe's, I guess I'll put it that way since my name is Joe. The average Joe's view on this phone. Very nice phone. Some little bit of minor things here and there, but once you get the killer is once you get this phone in your hand, you're gonna fall in love with it. This phone just screams quality. It just has such a. That's why I don't even want to put a case on it. To me, putting a case on this is like putting a mask on a beautiful woman. You just don't want to do it. You just want to admire the beauty. You want to feel the beauty, and it's just something. It's really a work of art. So I just wanted to bring you that. Hopefully you enjoyed my video. Hopefully if you are at least a remote knife fan, you can come and check out some of my knife reviews. If you have any friends that are knife fans, tell them about me, subscribe. You know, we'd love to have you on board. So there you have it, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Just an average Joe's review on it. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Take care, God bless, and have a great day. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my video. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks everyone. Take care.